All right, what is up? Today's theme is trade your plan because I wish I would have done that. It was a good plan, and I kind of screwed myself up a little bit by trying to get in a little bit early. So, but yeah, I want to show you what the plan was and kind of explain it because I think that it was a decent plan and kind of shows how these range plays really work when they work. Okay, so when I opened up Bbby this morning, I was looking at this chart and I really liked this sort of situation here, right? It's a nice range that I had kind of set up, and yesterday it lost it. So then in the pre-market, it's kind of pulling back up to it. And so I'm really interested in, either a rejection of the bottom of this range, or if it reclaims it, if I wanted to, maybe a breakout back into this range, or a rejection at the top of the range back down into here. So when I zoomed out on the daily chart, you can kind of see. Let's see if I come in here. You can see that it's in a downtrend, right? So I'm more interested in a short on it, as you'll find out that I really like shorts. So that is kind of my thing. So I'm more interested in a short. So the break back up into the new range that I was saying, that's not really my play because I don't really want to take a long, because to me it's a little bit more risky because on the higher time frame, we're in a downtrend. So now I'm thinking, okay, I've got two places where I could take a short. On the daily, this is that range that I was talking about. It lost it over here yesterday. And then below that, we've got this range right here, which coincides with what happened yesterday. So yesterday when it lost this range, it tested this, but in the pre-market was squeezing back up. So we were kind of in here, and now we're like, okay, are we going to get back up into this range? Where's value? Are we, we're searching for it. Let's go see. So let me just do this, get that off there. Okay. So on the 60-minute, oops, like I said, bear with me here. Zoom out that far to at least see this range, right? So I've got this range here. This is what I was talking about. And then we've got, this range that it was testing yesterday. And so what I'm most interested in is either the top of this for a short, or a rejection of this for a short into here. But what I did, the first one was good. Then I took a trade that I shouldn't have taken, and then I just totally missed the move that I wanted. But that's what happened. So this was the plan. Let me put my trades on real quick. Show trades. All right, let me take it to a 5-minute chart. So this morning, this is the top of that range. No joke. That is literally the top of that range that I just drew. And right about here is the bottom. Oops, I covered up my trade so that you can see it. Let me just draw a little above it. So it was kind of consolidating below the bottom of the range. So this is on the bigger time frame, right? We've got this, and then we've got something down here-ish. So I took an entry in the pre-market, which, to be honest, is never a great idea for me, because I can't use a hard stop, and I have to rely on my ability to hit the trigger, which I'm really not great at. And that is just what it is. So since hard stops don't work in the pre-market, what happened was I entered, and then thinking that it was holding below the bottom of this range, and that we were going to, make this move down, but it squeezed up. And by the time I stopped myself out, I'm already actually at a loss of 3R, not even 1R, 3R. So that was a real That was a real bummer. So then, I'm thinking, top of the range is up here, bottom of the range is down here. Should have waited for this. Just honestly, trade the plan. Just trade the freaking plan. Set a limit order here, set a stop above that. Would have got this move. But instead, I end up in this area, which is never a good idea. It's not. Like, the risk to reward is just, it's not good. It's not good, folks. Just stay out of here. Just play the bottom, play the top, and you'll be safe. Promise. At least, then you can really analyze your trades and figure out why they worked or didn't work. Because in this, what are you gonna say? I don't know. Something happened. But there was a lot of momentum happening. There was a lot going on in the L2. And momentum stocks really get me sometimes. So, anyways, yeah. So, this entry at the bottom of the range, I think is a good one. I liked that plan. Unfortunately, it was pre-market, so the stop wasn't great. And then this would have been a great entry had I just taken my second plan. But it didn't work out. And because I had 2 losses on it, I didn't want to do it anymore. It threw me off. It threw me off playing this guy. So, you know what? It is what it is. But right idea. And sometimes you just gotta stick with it. So trade the plan. And then I traded BBBY. No, that is BBBY. Wow, we are on that one. I had to take a quick trade on PLTR, but it's not doing much. I might just get out of it, but I can show you, why I traded it. I've got some range orders set. I really liked PLTR yesterday. Where are we? 60-minute. Yeah. Oh, I was really bummed about that I missed this yesterday. So I had this on my watch list, and then I just kind of didn't end up looking at it yesterday. And then I came back this morning after all that BBBY stuff. That is a really hard ticker to say. BBBY. Need to practice beatboxing so I can say that one. So PLTR yesterday, I really liked this range. It lost it yesterday. I was not paying attention when it lost this, but when I came back to look at it today, I was like, oh wow, it definitely lost that range. So now I'm kind of interested in it to see what it does. So when I came back over to this today, if you zoom in on I noticed that we had this situation happening, and when it sold off this morning, it sold off down here, and as we started pushing back up, the volume is declining. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna come back, we're gonna test this range, but then this, I think that's just a fake out. So I don't know, but I'm still obviously in this trade. You can see that I have range orders set up on it. Let me zoom in just so you can see what's up. All right, so PLTRs, it's pretty much in balance, which makes this really difficult, and it could take a really long time. I'll either just get out of it probably pretty soon. I want to see if it at least hits VWAP, but I don't know. Could be a swing if I was a swing trader. I have no idea. I don't swing trade. But like I said, okay, so we've got the top and bottom of that range. So this is the bottom of the range. Oops, wow. This is the bottom of the range. It's also yesterday's close, and the top of the range is just up here. So I set my stop a little bit above it. So I entered at the bottom of the range thinking, it'd have to get through all of this stuff that I showed you on the 5-minute, and then, and then some to break out. So I'm thinking, okay, I get in here, I'll put my stop up there, and then, we might do this and then break down, and it's starting to break down a little bit. As long as this holds, I'm happy with it. And then what's cool about this one, I don't know, if I was a swing trader, what's cool here is, so is it the daily? Yeah, okay. I'll show you daily and weekly on this. This is cool. So we've got this range here, right? So we lost that yesterday. I know it's really tiny, but bear with me here. then it comes down here and it like loses this, the bottom of this candle right here. It's like over here. It's lost it. And then, so in the bigger time frame, right? If we look at the bigger picture, we've lost this. And so now I'm looking, okay, where's the next range that it would go to? Well, PLTR, what a guy. Its next actual range is like right here. Basically it's, IPO. So, once we lose this, which we did, then all we have to get through is this. There's no indecision, there's nothing. So it's very possible that we could end up all the way back down here, unless it reclaims and gets, back up into, this range right here and holds itself. So very interesting one to watch. We'll see what happens. But, like I said, I'm in it. If I was a swing trader, maybe I would risk it and carry it on down. But, yeah, I don't know. Just some smaller little increments today. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Like I said, it's definitely in balance. You can see on the, on the L2, if you're looking at it, you've got these lots that are like, 20s, 30s, 40s, basically popping up on both sides. And it could just sit here the rest of the day. You've got some stuff down at 60, 1650, which is just below VWAP over here. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get to VWAP. That would be great. Take that. Just call it a day. Anyways, so yep, those are my trades for today. And just a reminder to trade your plan. There's a reason that you have the plan. Trade the plan. Don't be like me today and take a random trade in the middle of it. That totally makes you not want to actually trade your plan because you messed up. So yeah, anyways, cool. I will catch you next time. Peace.